As Russia's attack on Ukraine began, Russian President Vladimir Putin appeared on state TV early morning on Thursday. He said Moscow was obliged to respond to calls for help from two separatist regions in East Ukraine after recognizing them earlier this week.
I decided to conduct a special military operation. Its goal is to protect people who have been subjected to bullying and genocide by the Kiev regime for 8 years. And for this, we will strive for the demilitarization and the denazification of Ukraine, and to bring to court those who committed numerous bloody crimes against civilians, including against citizens of the Russian Federation.
Ukraine dismisses charges of genocide against people living in parts of its eastern regions as baseless propaganda. Kyiv and the West have said for weeks that Putin was looking for an artificial pretext to invade. His response was that Russia has been left with no choice but to defend itself.
Russia cannot feel safe, develop, and exist with a constant threat emanating from the territory of modern Ukraine.
Putin says Russia doesn't plan to occupy Ukraine and that all Ukrainian servicemen who lay down their weapons can go home to their families. And he had a warning for other countries.
Whoever tries to hinder us, and even more so to create threats to our country, to our people, should know that Russia's response will be immediate. And it will lead to consequences you have never seen in history.
Almost simultaneously in New York, members of the United Nations Security Council and the Secretary-General implored the Russian leader not to invade.
If indeed an operation is being prepared, I have only one thing to say from the bottom of my heart. President Putin, stop your troops from attacking the Ukraine. Give peace a chance. Too many people have already died.
Shortly after the meeting began, Russia's ambassador notified the Council of Moscow's move. He justified it under Article 51 of the UN Charter, which covers individual or collective self-defence by states against armed attack. Members reacted with outrage.
As we sat in this chamber urging Russia to step back, President Putin announced special military operations on Ukrainian territory. This is unprovoked and unjustified. This is a grave day for Ukraine and for the principles of the United Nations.
Ukraine's ambassador challenged Russia to call off the attack.
Call Putin, call Lavrov to stop aggression. And I welcome the decision of some members of this Council to meet as soon as possible to consider the necessary decision that would condemn the aggression that you launch on my people. There is no purgatory for war criminals. They go straight to hell, Ambassador.
Joanna Conway, NTD News.